Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. How is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone doing? I appreciate each and every one of you for coming over to my channel. Thank you, Linda Gamble, for coming over and getting my channel together. I very much appreciate it. Hello, Pat Dry 64, my tea sipper. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Yes, as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. Yes, please do not mention any content creator's name in the chat. You can also support the channel by the way of super sticker or super chats. Thank you, Linda. You can also give memberships to for the channel as well. All right, let's see here. We gotta wait for the 10-minute mark as well. We gotta wait for the 10-minute mark. All right, I'm glad everyone is doing well today. Y'all see the title. We're going to talk about Rhoa, the looks, and about the reunion as well. Also, we're going to be talking about Diddy. I know people are talking about his charges got dropped and things like that. His charges are going to be dropped. That's not true. The charges are going to be dropped. Some of the charges will be dropped, allegedly, but not all. Also, we're going to be talking about Simon Gabadia. He's talking about PORSHA really never wanted him. She never loved him. He thinks he was being set up. He was being set up. And then he's talking about the reason he never reached out to PJ is because of PORSHA. So, and he said that he should have never married PORSHA. He said it was a money grab. But the way, PORSHA's acting like she's all broke up about the situation, I don't know if she's acting or not, but Simon seems to think she was, it's all an act, that PORSHA never really wanted him at all. It was for financial reasons. To be quite honest with you, that's what I was thinking. That's just my personal opinion. But that's just my personal opinion. Okay. This is all alleged and in my personal opinion. Also, we're gonna be looking at some of the ladies' looks, and I want y'all to rate them, from one being the best and 5 being the worst. We're gonna see. Also, we're gonna talk about I do want to talk about Kelly and Brett. I just didn't like how that went with them. Also about, what was going on with Angela? What's going on with Angela and Phaedra? What's going on with that? One minute they're saying that Angela is saying that, that the man told her that Phaedra was the one who set things up. Then now the man saying he didn't tell Angela that. So I'm confused about the whole situation here. Did Phaedra do it or did she not do it? Or who did it? Who did it? I don't think Angela should be going around saying things, like that if it didn't really happen. That's my personal opinion. Then one thing that I didn't understand was that while she was having an interview with Carlos King, right? And Carlos, he throw little side jabs in there. He said, well, Charles is not cheating anymore. Anymore? When was he? Was he cheating before? How many times have he been cheating? I'm confused. I'm confused with this whole situation here. I'm confused with the whole situation. Let's see here. I'm trying to see here. So we're going to talk about it, y'all. We're going to get into it, but y'all know we got to get past the 10-minute mark. Now, we know the man has had, some things that go on in his past. Now, I've heard things about his past. I saw a mugshot of his past. True enough, I have. Okay. But allegedly, the man, I don't know, They said Angela hired a private investigator. Okay. The man also said he had footage of Charles and the woman in his restaurant. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We just got to get past the 10-minute mark here. Hello, Tay. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for coming over. I believe it. I believe it. Oh, we're gonna talk about also Dwight Howard. They talking about Amy. She the beard. Beard. They saw it. They talking about Dwight Howard is apparently out of town with his other woman, his other side piece he been messing with. That's what they saying. It's another side piece. Another, there. All right. So sorry about that. Dwight Howard. He also has Amy at the house in Atlanta, and I guess he has a game or something. And they said he has another woman up here that he's out of town with. I think in Tampa somewhere. I don't know. They calling Amy the bear allegedly, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, y'all. So it's a couple. I don't know what Dwight Howard's doing, and allegedly he wanted Amy to get pregnant, and she was like, "No, she don't get pregnant right now." Just saying. But we're gonna talk about it. So let's get the housekeeping out the way, guys, before we get started here. You remember everything I say on this channel is all alleged. All things said are alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I don't own the rights to the music or clips. Again, all things said are alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I don't own the rights to this music or any clips that you may hear tonight. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, there is an allowance for the fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and learning. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, guys, as you come in, if you can give the thumbs up, I would very much appreciate it. Please and thank you. All right, guys, so let's get started here. Yep, we passed the 10-minute mark. Okay, Pat said, I think Kelly was behind the mess with Angela. Could be, because my whole thing was I don't think Phaedra would do that after she got in trouble the last time when she was on here with the stuff with Candy. So I don't think Phaedra would be that big of a fool to do that again. I don't think she would be that big of a fool to do that again. Now I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but I just wouldn't think she would do that. I'm just gonna put it that way. I wouldn't think Phaedra would be that big of a fool to do that again. And my personal opinion, y'all. I don't think she would be that big of a fool to do it again. But I could be wrong. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get into where should we start at tonight? Let's see what we should start with tonight. Let's see. Now, I wanted to start with let's start off with the Diddy. Let's start off with Diddy, y'all. We're going to start off with Diddy, and we're going to be listening to Judge Faith Jenkins. And she's going to tell us, did he charges drop what it really means legally? So she's the judge. So she's going to talk to us about it and let us know what charges was dropped. Okay. If any's going to be dropped and what's not going to be dropped. So she's the judge. So she, can tell us what's going to be dropped, what might not be dropped. So we're just going to, just see here. Now, this is my own personal opinion here. Now, I told y'all over here, this is a safe space over here. We can agree to disagree, okay? Now, when you are over the age of, I know 18 is the legal consent, but I'll say 20, 22, okay? I'm going to give it that right there. If you go over somebody's house, right? A man and a woman, right? Man and a woman. You over there after a certain time of night, you giving consent to do what? Whatever. So if people are saying they going over certain people's house all times of the night and things are happening, my first question is, why are you going over these people's house? Why? If somebody violated you, why aren't you going to the police? Why aren't you going to the police? Now, this is just my personal opinion here. This is just my personal opinion. Why aren't you going to the police about your situations that's going on? Why are you just going after money? Everybody's going after the money. The same thing with Shannon Sharp. The lady, they were in some type of relationship or something, right? But I guess he did something wrong or whatever. Now she's going after money. The same thing with Tyler Perry. Y'all two grown men. Why are you spending the night at this man's house? What's the problem? You didn't get a role you wanted. What happened? Okay. Same thing with Diddy. Now on the tape, we seen her telling the man to come on. She also admitted to she was still having relations with Diddy while she was married. Now, I understand this. Now, I'm not saying Diddy didn't do something was wrong, but these are actually adult people, y'all. Now, if he put some in somebody's drink, now that's wrong. But if you over there doing threesomes, foursomes, that's on you. But if he put some in your drink or something like that, you didn't know it, then okay. But then this is the thing right here, y'all. If you know somebody put some in your drink or whatever, would you go back over there again? Would you go back over there for the parties again? If you knew somebody put some in your drink? Just asking the question. If I know I went to a party and somebody put some in my drink, do you think I'm going back over there? If I went to a bar and think somebody put some in my drink, do you think I'm going back there? No. This is just my personal opinion. Now, we can agree and disagree, but I'm just telling you my version of things. Now, let's just be honest here. Now, if I'm going to one of my friends' house, we having a sleepover, okay, yes, cool. Women do that. Women have sleepovers. They have, waiting to exhale party, stuff like that. We do that. Okay. But I've never heard of no men's having sleepovers. Let me know in the chat. Have y'all heard of men having sleepovers? I don't know. Now, if it's a big party now, some people might sleep over because they don't want to drive because they drunk. Now, I've heard of that. But like one-on-ones and all that don't sit well with me. It's just me. Women, yeah. Now, if there's a whole group of people sleeping over at somebody's house because y'all all got drunk, I can understand that. But I'm not gonna be no grown man sleeping over at people's house. Now, I'm just being honest. Just being honest. Let me know in the chat if that's what people do. Let me know. Just saying. I don't know if people do that or whatever the case may be, but I don't see grown men, sleeping over at other grown men's house. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. If that's what you do, that's what you do. Okay? That's what you do. All right. So let's just see what Judge Jenkins' Faith is saying about these charges with Diddy. Okay? Now I know people are saying that I think her name is Simone Redwine has said some stuff about the charges, but some people are saying all the charges are getting dropped, and I know that's not true. So let's just take a moment and just see what she has to say about these charges, y'all. Give me just a second here.
Just dropped several key allegations in the Diddy case, like attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting trafficking. But let's be clear, they did not drop the three main charges against Diddy. He's still facing these three charges. Where they dropped were the number of predicate acts they are asking the jury to consider. Because remember, under the law, the jury has to find at least two predicate acts that form a pattern connected to this criminal enterprise. They're basically streamlining their case at this point. In another twist, the defense rested without calling a single witness, not even an expert. That was very strategic. Basically, what they're saying, we don't need to defend what was never proven. And remember, legally, they don't have to prove anything. It's the government's burden 100% to prove every charge beyond a reasonable doubt. The government, on the other hand, wants the jury to focus on the totality of circumstances, and especially if it's a close call, they want them to say, this man has gotten away with too much. It's time for him to be held accountable. Prosecutors just dropped several key allegations in the Diddy case, like attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting trafficking. But let's be clear, they did not drop the three main charges against Diddy. He's still facing these three charges. Where they dropped were the number of predicate acts they are asking the jury to consider. Because remember, under the law, the jury has to find at least two predicate acts that form a pattern connected to this criminal enterprise. They're basically streamlining their case at this point.
Okay, so basically, they trying to, hello, proud Mimi, my tea sipper, hello, hello, hello. So basically, they're trying to get him for um, racketeering, and what was the other one? Let me know in the chat if you know racketeering and what was the other one? They're trying to get him for racketeering and what was the other one? Let me see. So the racketeering, so the racketeering is trying to get Or hearing. Hello, family. So trafficking, racketeering. So those are the charges that Diddy. Those are the charges that they're trying to get him on. But how's that? What? Who did he traffic? Who did he traffic? Who did he traffic? I'm trying to figure it out. Who did Diddy traffic? Who was underage? Who was it? Who did he traffic, y'all? Who was he trafficking? I'm confused with that part. Where is the traffic and racketeering coming from? Let me know in the chat because I'm confused with that part. I'm confused with that part, guys. The trafficking and racketeering. I'm confused with those. I'm confused. Let me know in the chat if y'all know, Linda or anybody if y'all know. I'm confused with that part. Um, the other stuff they dropped that, but these other three and those are the racketeering, trafficking, and kidnap. Who did he kidnap? Who did he kidnap? I'm confused, y'all. Let me know in the chat. I'm confused with that. So, do y'all think that Diddy may get some time, or do y'all think he's gonna walk? Let me know in the chat. Now, my personal opinion, I think Diddy gonna get a couple of years. He's not gonna get a lot of time, and the reason why he's not gonna get a lot of time because that I think that Diddy will start telling a lot more if he's going to get a lot of time. And once he do get sentenced, Donald Trump is gonna pardon him. So he ain't gonna be in there that long. Diddy is gonna be out, y'all. Soon as he gets sentenced, Donald Trump is going to pardon him. What did I tell y'all? He's gonna get pardoned. He's gonna get pardoned. So Diddy ain't worried about it. He gonna get pardoned. So like I said, he's been on pictures with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to pardon Diddy. What should I tell y'all? All right, guys, moving on. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's move on to that, guys. Let's move on to that. Now, we're gonna rate these dresses, y'all. We're gonna rate the dresses. We're gonna rate the dresses here, y'all. We're gonna rate the dresses. Now, I'm just gonna have a different take on mine a little bit. I want to rate the dresses. You said a person can be the T word at any age, moving people from place to place for X purposes. Okay. All right. All right, probably me. Okay. Okay. But my whole thing is this: the people did not say that they were being trafficked. They, this is what I understand. These are grown people. These are grown people. Ain't nobody. Is somebody taking you against your will? I thought somebody taking you against your will was my understanding. I don't think none of these people got taken against their will. To me, just my personal opinion. Okay, guys, we got the three here. So we're gonna start with the dresses here, y'all. Now I know people been all over YouTube today doing talking about the dresses, but we're gonna do it on my channel. We're gonna do it on my channel. Okay, number one, we got here Shamia. I like this dress. I like it. I do like it. I like Shamia's bob with it. I like her hair. I like the design of the dress. It's different. I like it. I like now if she would have wore a long hair, it wouldn't have went. If you're gonna wear a dress like this, you have to have like a short hairstyle. I think she did it. So what do y'all rate Shamia's dress? A one is um she did her thing. A 5 is worse. So it's 1 through 5. 2, it was okay. 3, so no, we'll do 1 and 2. 1 is good, 2 is bad. We're just gonna do 1 or 2. You can give it a 1 if you loved it. You can give it a 2 if you didn't. You can do a 1.5. It's up to you. But I'm gonna give it a 1. So a 1 is you liked it everything. You liked it the hair, you liked it the earrings, you liked it the dress. Okay? You liked it everything. Okay? So one so we're doing Shamia. So a 1 is, you liked it everything. 1.5 could mean you just liked it to dress. You didn't like to hear or nothing. All right, guys. So make sure you put her name in there. So put Shamia or whatever, and then we're gonna see who won. Okay. So for Shamia, you can do I liked it everything. So I'm gonna give her a 1. Moving on. Everything. She killed it. She killed it. I loved it. Okay. Cynthia Bailey. I'm gonna have to give Cynthia Bailey a 1.5. Because if you're gonna have a dress like that, again, you really should have your hair up. I think this was just a plain dress. That's I don't think that's a good dress for a reunion to me. That's just personally my opinion. That's just a plain dress. You can go to Macy's, Nordstrom, and get that. I don't think she put much thought into it. I'm gonna have to give Cynthia 1.5, y'all. I'm gonna have to give Cynthia 1.5. I didn't. I just thought she could do better with the dress. That's just my personal opinion. Give Cynthia 1.5. Let me know what y'all give Cynthia. Oh, hell no, Drew. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no, Drew. Hell to the fuck no, Drew. Hell no. Drew, you need to get you a fashion designer. You need to get something, girl. You look like a motherfucking chicken, a plucked chicken. You just stole all the motherfucking chicken feathers off. What the fuck is this, Drew? Why can't you ever get your fucking self together, Drew? Drew, why? Everywhere you go, you look fucking tacky. Every time, Drew. Now look, this dress right here, she needed her hair up. She needed her hair pinned back like in a bun or something. Now, why would you put this here on? No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hell no. No, ma'am. Girl, you look like fucking Big Bird. Girl, no. No, bye. The hair is fucked up. Hair don't go. The dress don't go. Nothing. Like fucking Big Bird, girl. No. Like Cluster's chicken. No. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No. You getting a 2. 2. 2.5. You girl, you look, I said 1 through 2. You getting a fucking 3. 3 bad. Thumbs down. Hell no. You getting a 3. Cluster chicken. No, no, ma'am. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. Why can't you get a damn stylist? Ralph won't let you get no fucking stylist. This don't make no sense. Even when she was over there at the Phaedra's thing, that fashion show that she did for her son. Everybody else looked nice. They had nice dresses on. Here she come. Them black fucking shorts on. I don't know what type of top she had. She cannot dress. Drew, please get a stylist, please. I beg of you. She getting a 3. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Like a fucking Cluster's chicken. Hell no. No, ma'am. No. Fashion kill. No, ma'am. Hey, PORSHA killed it. Fashion killer. PORSHA killed it. Baby. PORSHA get a 1. 1. 1. PORSHA killed it, baby. Hair. Skin is glowing. PORSHA killed it. PORSHA killed it. I love it. Hair, earrings, shoes, everything. PORSHA killed it. I love it. PORSHA 1. Hands down 1. Hell no. Hell no. God. Kelly. I don't know if you a sack of potatoes or drapes. What is it? Drapes? No, Kelly. No, ma'am. No, it's too busy. What was you going for? If, maybe if you at the bottom, if she would have took the bottom off, you could have left the bottom off. If you would have left the bottom off, no, ma'am. Nope, you should have had your hair pinned up. I don't know what you got going on here. Just like a fucking sack of potatoes or drapery. I don't know. No, you get a 3. 3. 3. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Take the bottom off. You take the bottom off. You could have even had some big waves in your hair, like those big old money like waves in your hair, and have it pent up in the back. You could have had some waves and had like the old money style, which you had your hair pent up in the back with some big ocean waves, maybe coming on your face, Had the bottom of that dress taken off. No, Kelly. No. Sorry. Nope. Let me know what y'all rate Kelly. She getting a 3. No, ma'am. Nope. Didn't do it. No, Kelly. No, ma'am. Oh, hell no. Phaedra, you my girl. You look like a damn elf. Oh no. What are these horns sticking up? What is that? What are those horns? What is this? What is the name of that movie? The Hobbit? She look like she got a costume on. What's that movie named? The Hobbit? What are these horns sticking up off the side of her? Oh no. Oh hell no. Phaedra. Now I know you can dress, girl. Who convinced you to put what is this sticking up horns? What is this? Oh hell, a 3. 3. No, ma'am. No, I don't like this look at all. No, ma'am. A 3. No. I don't like nothing. Nothing. No, ma'am. Woo! She look like one of them hobbits or elf. I don't. What is this? What is this? Okay. No homo, no, no gay stuff, but body look nice. The dress is nice. Oh, I don't know what to say. Angela dress, it looks nice. Here looks nice. Not bad, but it's just okay. The dress is okay. The hair is okay. The dress is okay. Not. I give it a 1.5. I'm gonna give Angela a 1.5. Give Angela 1.5. No, ma'am. No. Okay, guys. So let me see what y'all said. Who do y'all think? Okay, what did y'all give? Lisa. Well, okay, let me see. Phaedra looks like she just got off the pole at the Chocolate City. Look, Phaedra. Look, she looked like what's that movie? The Hobbit. The Hobbit. She's like an elf or dwarf or something. It's like she got some horns sticking up on the side of her head. Who told her to put? Oh my God. What's that movie, The Hobbit, where them people had them things on? Or the Lord of the Rings? I'm trying to think. It was some movie I seen where they had some things. I think it was Lord of the Rings or something. Where they had them things on here. I can't think of the movie. Baby, look, now y'all know Phaedra usually dresses. I no, ma'am. No. Phaedra, no. Lisa Foster, my T Tipper said Angela 1.5. That's what I gave her. Let's see. Phaedra, you gave her a 3. That's what I gave Phaedra a 3. Angela, you said 1.5. Yes, Angela got a 1.5. Angela, Proud Mimi said Angela got a 1.5. Lisa, you said a 4. Where did I get to the 4? Okay, so what do y'all think could have been better on the dresses? Okay, so the people y'all gave a low score to, what could have been better? What could have made the dresses or the hairstyle better? Chanel Monet, hey Chanel, my mod, hello. Angela got a 1.5. Okay, Linda, you gave Phaedra. You like the Phaedra outfit? You gave Phaedra a 1, Linda? Okay. You said that she took the words right out of your mouth. Okay. That she looked like Magnificent. Yes, there we go. That's who she looked like. I couldn't think of it. Yes. What did she do? Y'all think she was going for that? Y'all think she was going for Magnificent? Phaedra. I don't y'all know Phaedra y'all know Phaedra can dress. I don't know what she was going for. You said a 4? Jesus. You said a 4. You said what the hell? You said Phaedra is a 3. Okay. Kelly, a 3. I don't know what Kelly was going for. What was she? The Kelly's dress, she just, I don't know. I think if she would have cut the bottom, I don't think she should have got the bottom at it. The bottom, I don't know. It was like a potato sack. I don't know if it was drapery at the bottom. I don't know. It was just too much. It was too much going on for Kelly. If she would have kept that bottom off, I think would have been okay. And if she would have pinned her hair up, I just, it was too much. Then she had a point going to the side. She had ruffles. It was just too much. It was about 4 different things going on with the dress. It was too much. Kelly, 3. PORSHA, 1. Yep, PORSHA, 1. PORSHA, 1. Kelly, 3. Okay. Okay. You said I had to do a double take. I didn't recognize her. Oh, wow. Okay. Chanel Monet, you gave Kelly a 2. Okay. Lisa said PORSHA was fire. Yes. PORSHA all day 1. PORSHA 1. Okay. PORSHA 1. Okay. All right. Said 2. Yes, look. Drew looked like fucking Big Bird or Cluster Chicken. I cannot. She looked like Big Bird or Cluster Chicken. I don't know. Drew need a stylist, y'all. I'm just gonna look. I'm so tired of Drew. Every time she goes somewhere, she does not. She don't get the memo. I don't know if she don't get the memo. She always coming there looking like I don't know. Either that Ralph won't give her no money to get nothing with. I don't know. The same thing at Phaedra. Um, Everybody else was dressed with nice dresses on and everything. Look what she coming in on. I don't know. She had on some leather like shorts. I don't know if she had like a topper go around your neck. I don't know. She always coming. It just looked like she don't fit in with the girl. She don't fit in with the dress code. She always missed the mark. I, I don't know. Do you think Drew don't like dresses? Maybe is that it? But she could wear a nice pantsuit. What is it? Do y'all think Drew don't like dresses? Or maybe she could wear a skirt or something. She always had stupid clothing on. Like when they was in Grenada. Everybody came with a nice dress and everything on. Here she come. They said her outfit like it came from Temu. Now, you can find some nice stuff from Temu now. It don't look like it came from there. You can get some nice pieces from Shein. It don't look like it came from Shein. Now, Temu and Shein have nice stuff, but it don't have to look like it came from there. Drew, I don't know. What's the problem here? Why can't she put on stuff that look decent? I don't know. Well, Phaedra did say on one of the talk shows, well, Ralph pays all the bills. You know, I guess she was hitting that. Well, Drew. Well, I don't know. It could go one ways. If Ralph pay all the bills, I don't know if Phaedra was saying that Drew should have money to buy stuff with. Then they threw shade at her. They said Phaedra was like, that's why she left her outside. If y'all noticed, Drew didn't get into the fashion show. Phaedra didn't let her come in because she said she didn't want her to run her son's fashion show. And Phaedra said she ain't gonna buy shit anyway. That's what they said. They said she ain't gonna buy shit anyway. I'm just telling you what Phaedra said. Let me know if you heard what Phaedra said, that she wasn't gonna buy shit anyway. I don't know. Chanel said she was a fairy. I don't know, y'all. Drew just cannot dress. I don't know. Now, I will say this on some of her stuff where she was doing like something for her album release, some of the outfits she had on looked good. Because I think maybe she had like a stylist was helping her with stuff for like her like single releases. So she had on stuff that looked decent. I will say that. Maybe because she had a stylist. But if Drew dressed herself, it ain't happening. When Drew have to dress herself, it don't work out. Y'all see, PORSHA had to help her out with her damn hair, her wigs. The wigs was fucked up. Now that she don't, work do the now that she's not the ambassador for Go Naked Hair, her wigs are starting to look a little shabby again. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. Just saying. Chanel said, love you, Drew, but a two. Yeah, Big Bird wants his feather back. You right about that? Cynthia. Now, y'all, Cynthia's a model, right? Cynthia should. I thought Cynthia was going to kill it. I really did. Because she's a model. She knows how to dress for the occasion. She does. Do y'all think Cynthia dressed like that because she's just a friend of the show and she don't want to try to outdress nobody? Maybe is that it? I'm just asking. The dress wasn't bad. It was just, it was just wasn't bad. It's just not a dress that you would wear to a reunion, to me. That's just my personal opinion. Like Angela's dress wasn't bad, but they just not dresses you wear to reunions. Now I will give Angela a pass because this is Angela's first reunion, so she don't know how to come. But Cynthia know how to come. Angela, I'll give her a pass because she don't know, this is her first reunion. But Cynthia knows how to come. She knows she got to come with it. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah, I'm just saying. Cynthia, a two. Yeah, Cynthia, it wasn't given. Now, wait a minute, Lisa, you giving Shamia too? Shamia dress? You don't like Shamia dress? Okay. Cynthia, 1.5. Okay. Pat Draw, you giving Shamia 2? Lisa 2. Okay, so Proud Mimi says she's giving 2. Are you talking about Shamia? You giving her 2 because you can't see her shoes? Okay. 2. Okay, 2, 2. Okay, 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 okay. Well, okay. So we're gonna conclude that the winner is Portia. Portia killed it. I Portia did her thing. I loved it. I loved it. Now y'all know Melody had on a dress something. Now Melody had on a it was a outfit something like that, but hers was silver. She had like the metal top on, and she had like a, was it a sparkly bottom? I'm trying to remember. Melanie had like a silver metal top on, and I think it was a sparkly bottom. If y'all remember, for a reunion look, Melanie had that on before. So you know our girl Mel, she comes with it. Melanie had some like a metal top on before, and she had like a it was a metal, like she had a silver look though. Hers was silver, and she had like a glitter bottom. If I'm not mistaken, let me know in the chat if y'all remember that. Let me know in the chat if y'all remember that. What Melanie's look for the reunion. Y'all know Melanie killed every look for the reunion, baby. Melanie killed every look for the reunion. Let's see. You said Drew can't call Ty no more. Ty found her new girlfriend. Ty got a new girlfriend now? I thought she was going with a Mean. Ain't Ty with Mean? Who's the new girlfriend, y'all? Let me know in the chat. You remember that, Pat, when Melody had that silver top on? Yeah, Melody always killing it. She always kill it all the time. The blueprint, you got that right, Chanel. The blueprint. Yeah, Melody, Now a little bittersweet. I really, well, no. Y'all know that Love and Marriage Huntsville, the trailer is out. Um, I did see it, but I didn't look. I didn't go looking at it. I seen it come across my feed. I didn't go looking for it, anything like that. Um, I do want to see Melody on TV, but I don't want her on the Toxic Show because that really hurt me. Everybody used to gang up on her all the time. But I'm hoping in the near future that I do see Melody on some other TV show or something. I do want to. I know we see her on her TikTok lives and things like that, and she'll come on. But I want I want to see her back on television because she does so good. So I'm hoping that one day we can see her back on television. But I know right now she's just enjoying her kids right now, and that's okay. If we could just see her on TikTok live, I'll take that. Or if she has a mimosa or something or event and we can see her that way, I'll take that. And I understand, the kids are growing up so fast. And if you're working and shooting stuff, your kids have games and tennis lessons, singing lessons. Sometimes you're not able to make that. And I understand that. So, she doesn't want to, miss anything that have to do with her kids. So I understand that. I do. But I do, want to see her on television, but she'll go back on, probably go on television when it's good for her. But I will not be reviewing that. Yeah, I know I'm a millimeter, so I'm gonna ride with nails till the wheels roll off. Now, if something crazy come out, something like that, I might say something about it or something like that. But as far as reviewing the show, no. No. My loyalty lies with Melody. So no, no. I won't review it. No. But Y'all said the new targets are the Fletchers. I think that like I said, I seen it on somebody else's channel. Because I do try to support other content creators. I do support other content creators, and I've seen it on theirs. So yeah, so that looks like the new target. So I hope, I don't wish bad on anybody. I hope things work out for them. I hope everything works out for them. So let's see if they can carry the show without Neil. Let's see. So if they can carry it, let's see if they can do it. I don't wish ill will on nobody at all. Yes, Linda, Melanie is the blueprint. And, like Melanie had that, brought that show to Carlos, she can pitch another show to another network. Well, she don't really have to pitch a show to another network. She got her own network, got her own production company and her own, uh, station. So she can put it on her own station. So, but that's on her own time when she feels like it. So moving on. Okay, so let's move on to Portia and Simon. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know I'll be honest with y'all. Portia is sounding like, okay, she wanted the divorce to go through, right? She was so adamant to get a divorce from Simon. Simon has said he don't know why they was getting a divorce. He said usually in their culture, if they're having any type of marital problems, they talk it out or they talk to the families and stuff. He said he tried to call Portia and talk about things. He said she didn't do any of that. He said the next thing Portia was just getting a divorce. He said Portia didn't want to talk out anything. Portia didn't try to call his family to talk out stuff or anything. He said that's what they do in their culture. He said he believed Portia plotted on him for financial gain. He said he don't believe Portia even ever loved him or even wanted him. Now, my personal opinion, this is all allegedly. That's what I thought. I thought Portia was with him for the money because he's not easy on the eyes. Now, do y'all think? Drop it in the chat. Do y'all think Portia really loved it, Simon? My personal opinion, I think she was with him for the money. But the way she crying and going on, like she talking about she got a void in her now, for Laura misses him and things like that. Y'all let me know. Do y'all think that Portia ever really loved this Simon? Why do y'all think she didn't try to work on a marriage? Or Simon says she never told him why they was getting a divorce. Okay, I'm just so happy they can't blame Mill for their problems. Handle your scandal. Right, Chanel. Right. I'm just glad we don't have to watch it anymore and see them gang up on, her, you know, scene after scene. So I'm happy about that. You said Snots 2.0 is a lead couple. Okay, let's see if they can carry it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to see if they can carry it because I'm not going to be watching it. But you said Simon need a visa and Portia needed a sugar daddy. Okay. So, but what? Okay, so, but why is Portia acting like she's so broken up about the divorce and everything now? Just saying, y'all. Now that's just my personal opinion. Do y'all drop it in the chat? Do y'all think Portia really loves Simon, or do y'all think she was just there for the money? That's what Simon thinks, guys. He thinks Portia used him. That's what he says. He thinks Portia used him. Now, my personal opinion. This is just my opinion. So let's just take a look at what he says, y'all. Just take a look. He says he regret marrying Portia, y'all. He said that he regrets marrying her. That's bad. So let's just take a listen.
Marrying her.
Absolutely. I said to her in one of my text messages to her, because she didn't respond because I kept asking her, why did you file for a divorce? And she wouldn't say anything. I tried to reach her mom. Her mom would not respond either. I later figured out this felt like a coup. You know, I don't know if you're familiar with. I'm familiar. I say it because I'm from Nigeria, and that we were ruled at one point by the military, and so every so often when you want to change leadership, the president, you stage a coup.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I was totally blindsided. I was no member of her family, whether on the mother's side or on the father's side, reached out to me. And the only person I actually reached out to was her mom, and she didn't respond. And so I essentially sent.
Do you regret marrying her?
Absolutely. I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing for divorce. If you're married, I've been married quite a bit. I think I understand a little bit about the dynamics of, I should understand a little bit about the dynamics of a relationship. You discuss issues and say, hey, if this does not change or something does not happen, this is what might come of it.
Mm-hmm.
We never had those discussions, and I'm happy to share with you text messages where I was essentially blindsided by the divorce fight.
I was actually going to ask you if this was something that you saw coming, if conversations had been had prior. What do you think PORSHA's reason was to file for divorce?
I think I was targeted.
In what?
I was targeted from day one for financial reasons. When I filed for divorce from my previous, ex-wife, she was in my DM. I essentially sent her a text message. I said this was a $5 million rehab project that I took on. She never shared her concerns or issues with me before filing. Ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me. And I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time. And I entertained it. And so it just kind of snowballed from there. Getting engaged in 30 days, who does that? I was out of my goddamn mind to have done that. And of course, I'm paying dearly for it.
Wow.
Ex-wife, she was in my DM praying for me. And I think I was in a vulnerable position at that time. And I entertained it. And so it just kind of snowballed from there. Getting engaged in 30 days, who does that? I was out of my goddamn mind to have done that. And of course, I'm paying dearly for it.
Wow.
Ex-wife, she was in my DM.
So he said he got engaged to PORSHA within 30 days. He said PORSHA was in his DM praying for him. That's what he said. So he said that PORSHA got with him for financial gain. He said he asked PORSHA what was the reason for the divorce. He said PORSHA wouldn't talk to him. You said PORSHA didn't love Simon. Simon didn't love PORSHA. So he said PORSHA jumped down in his DM and was praying for him when he was going through the divorce with Fallon. They used each other. Okay. You said interesting. You said he didn't talk it out with his other. He didn't talk it out with his other wife. Simon just making noise. Okay. They used. Okay. You said they used each other. Okay. Okay. You said they didn't love each other. Okay. Hello, Ophelia. Hello. I think, but to get engaged within 30 days, damn, that's a little bit much, y'all. 30 days and you don't even know this man? 30 days? Oh, hell no. I didn't know it was 30 days. They got engaged within 30 days. That's a lot. 30 days? Mm-mm. No, hell no. Not no fucking 30 days, y'all. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. That is a bit much. He said he was out of his damn mind to do this. He said he was out of his damn mind to get with PORSHA and get engaged within 30 days. He said he was out of his mind. So he said he regret ever marrying PORSHA. So that, you know what that means? He's not going to um he's not going to pay her, y'all. But Portia will be okay. You know, Portia knows how to get out here and get money. You know, she knows how to get out here and get money. So Portia will be okay. But the thing I got a problem with is now she talking about that she want women now. I don't understand. You know, everybody goes to that where, um, you get you out of a bad relationship, you think things ain't, good for you no more. But it just be like that sometimes. It just be like that. And that's okay. It's okay. It just be like that. We just gotta go through the ups and downs. And it'll be okay. Now, guys, now this right here with Amina Butterfly, guys. We're gonna move over here to Amina Butterfly, y'all. We're gonna move over here to this. Now, guys, I don't understand Amina Butterfly. I don't understand Amina Butterfly. Y'all know that she was the lady that was in the love triangle with Peter Guns and Tyra. I don't understand her. I think allegedly she a little off, y'all. I do. I really do. I think that she a little short of a six pack. Now you getting on here talking about you homeless and you got two kids by Peter and you homeless and pregnant again? How are you homeless and homeless, pregnant, and you got two kids? I don't get this, y'all. I don't get it. But let's just listen to what she got to say, y'all. Peter Gunn said he trying to say she ain't homeless. Well, she said she homeless herself. Just listen to this, guys.
Home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage. And we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family and we're going to be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough, working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is, because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So we'll see what life's got in store for us. No, but seriously, I threw my whole life in the trash. 80% of what we own, and I didn't own anything valuable anyway to begin with, but it feels very good to not have much, but have what's important, which is love. Never been materialistic anyway, and I only want what's valuable to me. Stay tuned for what's next. Day one, waking up in Germany after losing our home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage. And we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family and we're going to be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough, working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is
Okay, y'all. So she 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 said, okay, so let's see here. So you said Amin is getting her karma. I gotta okay, Linda. You said Amina's getting her karma. Okay. I don't know why Peter Guns didn't help her. I don't know. Peter Peter Guns is not on child support. Tara don't have him on child support, or either does Amina. They won't put him on child support. I don't know why, but he's not on child support, and he brags about that too, of him not being on child support. So he's bragging about him not being on child support, y'all, and I don't know why. And then when people was asking him why is Amina homeless, he talking about she not homeless. He said he's gonna I guess come on his Instagram or either his YouTube or whatever and talk about it. He hasn't came on there yet. But Amina family them had to send for her and those kids to come over there to Germany. Because y'all know Amina has a twin sister. They are from Germany. So her family had to send for her and those kids to get over there to Germany because Amina had lost her place and everything. And Amina said that she's not going to work no 9 to 5. She said, Amina said she is not working no 9 to 5 job. She said she is not going to work herself to D and, have no time to spend with her kids. She said she's not working no 9 to 5 job. So, that's what she said. She not going to work no 9 to 5. She already said that. She said she is not working no 9 to 5 job. That's what she said. So you said Amina is coleslaw. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, so you said Amina is coleslaw 2.0, Linda, and then well, Peter Guns is the host of Cheaters, so why he won't help Amina out, and he know Amina was getting put out of her place. So I don't understand why he wouldn't help her out. She got both his kids. Now she's pregnant again. Now I hope she's not pregnant by him. But I think he got a vasectomy, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got a vasectomy, unless she's pregnant by somebody else. This is all alleged that she's supposed to be pregnant again. Now I don't know if she is or not, but they said she's pregnant again. But I know she's in Germany. And I don't know why Tyra and Amina won't put him on child support, because if he not helping and she knows he got those two kids over there and she got put out of her place, because before he said he was paying they rent, and so I don't know what happened, but Amina should put him on child support. He should put she should put him on child support. I don't know what their problem is. And then he told her, they was having a conversation a couple of days ago, and she asked him a question about why was he lying to, like something to the effect of why was he lying to both of them. And he's like, you don't want, the one that you love the most or like the most or something, you don't want to hurt them. So in other words, he was saying that he didn't want to hurt Tyra. So he didn't care about hurting her, but he didn't want to hurt Tyra. That's basically what he was saying. But Tyra done got over him. She don't want him no more. Tyra has got over him. But I believe that if he wanted Amina back, Amina would take him back. But I don't think he want Amina back. So that's my personal opinion. You said Peter Gunn is questioning the second child allegedly. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I do, I know. Well, this is my thing with Amina. Amina, I'm telling y'all, Amina act like she is slow, and Peter Gunn played on her top. But also, she needs to take responsibility. She knew Peter was in a relationship with Tyra and had kids, and she still went on and messed around with him when she knew that. She still went and messed around with him. So I don't like that. But I do think she's short of a six-pack, y'all. I'm serious. I think she's short of a six-pack. I still think that she's short of a six-pack. Just my personal opinion. I think she's short of a six-pack. But we're gonna move on, y'all. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on here. We're gonna talk about this incident here, y'all. We're gonna talk about this incident here with we're gonna talk about this incident here with this man here. Well, no, with this lady here. She allegedly, y'all, this clear lady here was hitting somebody else's child at this water. Well, no, a clear boy invited a black boy over to swim, right? So she got mad and was trying to tell the boy to leave the swimming area, right? And was hitting this other boy for no reason, trying to make the black boy leave. Black boy didn't do nothing to her, but she was trying to make him leave the swimming pool for no reason. And so when the police got there, y'all, she was trying to fight the police. The lady was trying to fight the police because they had called the police on her because she jumped on the black boy. Now, take in mind, if that would have been my child, that both of us would have been going to jail. She would have put her hand on my damn child. Both of us would have been going to jail then. She would have put her hand on my child. She would have put her hand on my child. Both of us would have been going to jail. Give me just a second here. 1 second here. Let me find this clip, y'all. Give me 1 second here. Y'all, want y'all to see this clip here. I would have been in jail here. Let me just show y'all this. I don't know what these clear people on, but I tell you, she would have put her hand on my child. That would have been the end of her ass.
Get out now!
Shocking. A white woman racially abused and assaulted a 15-year-old black boy at a swimming pool and told him to get out. Over the weekend, 15-year-old Darshan Simmons was invited by a friend to swim at the pool in Somerville, South Carolina. At this moment, 38-year-old woman Sebi Stremple deliberately approached him.
There's 3 numbers I could dial. 911. Okay? Yeah. Get out.
Darshan was repeatedly physically and verbally assaulted by Sebi, who threatened to call the police to force him to leave.
This lady walked up to us and was like, "I have to leave." He said, "Yes, ma'am." And I started walking out. She just started hitting me.
Darshan's parents learned of the incident and believed Darshan was targeted because of the color of his skin.
It hurts. You know, I could never imagine putting my hands on somebody else's child.
All of those adults there was nobody to step up and stop this lady.
Authorities say Sebi Stremple later resisted arrest when detectives arrived. She is accused of pushing one of the detectives against a wall and biting another detective, causing him to break his skin. Sebi Stremple was jailed on 2 counts with a $65,000 bond, according to the report. Meanwhile, the company she worked for has fired her after her behavior.
Get out now!
Shocking. A white woman racially abused and assaulted a 15-year-old black boy at a swimming pool and told him to get out. Over the weekend, 15-year-old Darshan Simmons was invited by a friend to swim at the pool in Somerville, South Carolina. At this moment, 38-year-old woman Sebi Stremple deliberately approached him.
There's 3 numbers I could dial. 911. Okay? Yeah. Get out.
Darshan was repeatedly physically and verbally assaulted by Sebi, who threatened to call the police to force him to leave.
This lady walked up to us and was like, "I have to leave." He said, "Yes, ma'am." And I started walking out. She just started hitting me.
Darshan's parents learned of the incident and believed Darshan was targeted because of the color of his skin.
It hurts. You know, I could never imagine putting my hands on somebody else's child.
All of those adults there was nobody to step up and stop this lady.
Authorities say Sebi Stremple later resisted arrest when detectives arrived. She is accused of pushing one of the detectives against a wall and biting another detective, causing him to break his skin. Sebi Strempel was jailed on 2 counts with a $65,000 bond, according to the report. Meanwhile, the company she worked for has fired her after her behavior.
Get out!
Now, you put your hand on somebody else's child. Look, I would have beat the brakes off. Look, I don't promote violence on this channel, y'all. But me and her would have went some rounds. You didn't put your hand on my child. You don't own that pool. You don't own that complex. How you gonna put your hand on somebody else's child, telling them to get out the pool? You don't own that complex. He was invited there by a friend. I'm telling y'all, these people then lost their mind. You will put your hand on somebody else's child. And he was very respectable, y'all. He was very respectful. He said, yes, ma'am. He was trying to leave, even though she don't own that pool. That's a public pool. If the people live there, they can invite people there. She was telling him to leave. You don't own that complex, ma'am. And she was still hitting them and calling them names. But that's good that she got arrested and then her job fired her. So people turned her in and she got fired from her job. And that was good. I'm telling y'all, if something wrong with these folks, they're gonna get hurt. I don't know if the orange man gave y'all a cup of courage. Y'all gonna get hurt putting your hands on other people's kids. That's all I got to tell you. You've been warned. You've been warned putting your hands on people's kids. I'm telling you. They parents down there, I don't know. North Carolina, them, South Carolina, I don't know. You try it up here. You don't get hurt. Y'all already y'all tried to go in these other neighborhoods in Ohio and all over, coming up in the neighborhoods over here and going in the they done got bold. They just trying to start going up there in the hood, marching with their mask on. And y'all heard about some of them then got pow. I don't know. Donald Trump then gave y'all some courage or something, but y'all getting hurt. I bet y'all ain't taking y'all butt back in these neighborhoods no more. I bet you that. I bet y'all ain't doing it no more. Y'all don't get hurt. Y'all better stand down. Just because we ain't saying nothing and ain't marching and ain't saying nothing, keep coming and bothering us. Y'all gonna get y'all ass hurt. Y'all gonna get your ass hurt. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Cause y'all put your hand on one of my damn kids, y'all gonna see me on the damn news. Y'all gonna get your ass hurt. That's all I'm gonna tell you. All right, guys. What else we need to talk about? I think we've been on here for like an hour and 24 minutes. What else did I want to talk about? And y'all, let me just tell y'all this. Be mindful of people coming up to y'all, asking for directions, asking y'all for anything. You know what, y'all? Back in the 80s and 90s, well, I'll say the 90s, I would give people, jumps and stuff if their car and stuff was, stopped or something like that. I do have cables in my car, but now if people come up to me asking me for jumps, I don't give nobody no jump no more. People ask me for directions. I don't even give people directions no more. I done told my kids, somebody asks you for directions or any fucking thing you don't know, tell them you don't live here. Just keep, I don't even stop and talk to them. Just keep walking. Say, I don't live here, because it's dangerous out here. People are targeting people. And it's sad to say, and you want to help people, but you can't do it no more, y'all. You just can't do it. People are targeting people. You cannot help people out here no more. Look at this right here. Look at this. Ladies, be careful out here. I want to show y'all something. Be careful out here. People are targeting us. I'm just going to show y'all something. Be careful out here, y'all. Be careful. Look at this. I'll try to put this sticker up for them. Take all up in her face, huh? He got on the legs. Now she didn't have this phone at this. Look at the other one. I look like the other thing came to help her. I told you I don't help nobody no more. I don't live here. I'm not from here. You got to be careful out here. I don't help nobody. Look, I told you I got cables in my car. I ain't got no cables. Anybody ask me for the directions, I don't live here. I'm not from here. I don't say nothing. I don't stop. I just say I ain't from here and keep it moving. People will play on you. So I just say you ain't from here, keep it moving. Don't even act, no nothing. I ain't from here and keep it moving. I told my kids that don't nothing. I'm not from here. I'm not from around here. I don't know. I don't know. I look, ma'am. No, I'm not from here, and I keep walking. While I'm walking, I ain't from around here. You're not for the get me. I don't know nothing. My car stopped. No. Now, if I'm in my car and I see people like be on the corner asking for money, I'll do that. I'll put the money out the window. If I walk in the store, somebody sitting down or something like that, that they sitting down, or I'm in my car with safety. If they sit down, I might put some money in a cup or I hand them some money or something like that. But they can't come up to me. No, you sit down or whatever the case may be. I'm not giving no boost. I'm not giving no boost, no cables. I ain't got no cables. Even though I got cables, I'm not. Nope, I don't got none. I don't know where no directions at. I'm not from here. No. If I see something on my car, if I got, I don't start putting plastic gloves in my purse. Remember I told y'all that? I have plastic gloves in my purse and napkins. I do. I don't start putting towels, Lysol wipes and stuff in my car. Just saying. Yes, please be mindful and watch your surroundings. You said my nephew knocked out a Karen for laying hands on him. Right. Keep your hands to yourself. Look, lady. Look, I got a phone recording. If y'all got an Apple phone, y'all know that little button, that little circle button on the left side of your phone is a recording. You can record people now. You can record your phone calls. You can record stuff now. Take your phone out and start recording. They put their hands on you first. You got a right to defend yourself. I don't know what type of courage the orange man that gave y'all. He don't get y'all hurt. Now, if y'all be watching YouTube and TikTok, now they were trying to get rid of the migrants, and for some reason, they thought that we were going to go and work on their farms. They thought they were going to get their slaves back. Y'all sadly mistaken, sir. Ain't nobody going back and work on no farms. We're not going to go pick no oranges, no apples, no nothing, no vegetables, no fruit. We're not going to go do that, sir. We're not our ancestors. We didn't told y'all that. Now, we didn't told y'all that. Leave us alone. We ain't bothering y'all. They talking about all their fruits is rotten, all their vegetables are rotten. Well, y'all get out there and pick it. Get out there and pick your own shit. Y'all talking about we lazy. Y'all lazy. Won't y'all pick your own shit? We're not going out there. I'm just telling you right now. We're not gonna do it. So if somebody told y'all that, they told you wrong. We're not going out there. So that's what they've been saying all over TikTok and YouTube, that we were, the black people, was supposed to the ones that go out there. If they send the migrants back, that the black folks were supposed to go out there and go on the farms. You are sadly mistaken, sir. We're not going out there. Not going out there. So I don't know. Then they gathered on TikTok and YouTube that they thought that the black people can be deported. Who told y'all that? There go another lie. We can never be deported. I don't know where these people are getting this shit from, but it's wrong again. How are we gonna get deported? We the what fuckers that built the fucking built this land. So what the hell are you talking about? We built this fucking country. How are we gonna get deported? Then they lied to y'all. Girl, they be out here, they be on here tripping. I said, who told y'all this shit? So they found out that we can't get deported. They hot. They is hot. They said after they come for the migrants, they're gonna come after y'all. They're gonna deport y'all. We said, excuse me, we can't get deported. Who told y'all that we can get deported? They lied to y'all. You can't get deported. Just saying. And if they told y'all that we was going out there in the field, they lied to y'all. Then they on here on the TikTok and the YouTube talking about we don't know how to use the pow. We don't know how to aim it. Okay. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. We be at the ranges. Just know that. Just letting you know in advance. We be at the ranges too. Okay? So stop thinking that we don't know how to use a pow. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? Y'all see what happened to y'all people that came into the hood with those masks on. Y'all talking about the YNs don't know how to use a pow. Y'all marched in there, but y'all left in a body bag. So stop it. Stop the cap. Okay? Stop playing. Okay? Stop playing with us. I don't know. But I'll be on here watching stuff, and I'll sit here and laugh at them. We ain't going to pick nothing, and we ain't gonna do nothing. We can't get deported. We told y'all, well, y'all know now we can't get deported. Y'all know now. So I don't care how many times y'all get on this TikTok and YouTube talking about we need to stand together. We did stand together in November. Y'all just didn't stand with us. So I don't know. God done did something to us where we have stood down. We're not doing shit. Nothing. Just not gonna do it. And Uber, you are boycotted too. So anybody who got Uber, we're not using Ubers. We're using Lyft. We're not using Uber. So you're gonna feel it too. Just like Target feeling it, Uber feel it. We're not using Uber. We're using Lyft now. Okay? We're not doing it. Y'all want to play games? Okay? Y'all could forget. We are the ones that spend the money. Okay? I'm looking at my bank account, how much I done spend in Uber. Y'all won't get no more of that. No, Lyft gonna get that. So since you want to stand with the orange man, you won't get another dime, Uber. Just letting you know. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Yes, proud Mimi, they fools. Yes, the orange man needs to start with his damn wife. Why he don't deport her? I appreciate you guys so much for coming over to my live. And you know what, guys? I think somebody is doing something to my subscriptions, but I don't know who is doing something to it. Because I get subscribers, and then once I get to a certain number, it'll go back down. So make sure you guys are liking the video, sharing the video. I'm trying to get my subscriber count up, and I try to bring y'all different things. So I try to talk about different stuff that other people are not talking about. So make sure y'all liking the live and sharing the live so I can get my subscriber count up. If y'all want to, y'all can support the channel. Also, y'all can buy memberships for other people. And also, guys, you know, I appreciate you guys for coming over to my channel, because y'all don't have to come over here, but y'all do. Y'all take time out your day and come over here to support me. And don't think, you guys, I don't appreciate you guys. I also appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate my mods as well for coming over here, taking time out y'all day to come over here and do and and support my channel, and watch my lives from me. So I very much appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, and also my subscribers. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you, Linda. 27 likes and 15 in the chat. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I'm going to get off this live and see what else I can see out here in these YouTube streets. All right, guys, make sure you're liking the live and sharing the live. And make sure if you're not a subscriber, think about becoming a subby. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night.